Welcome back to the Car Loom. Today we're diving into one of the most iconic lightweight sports cars of the modern era, the 2005 Lotus Elise. Few cars capture the spirit of pure driving excitement the way this compact British machine does, and in this video we're going to take you on a complete visual journey that not only shows you the beauty of the Elise, but also why it has become such a legendary name among enthusiasts. Starting right here with this gorgeous front three-quarter angle, the Elise immediately grabs your attention with its distinctive shape. Low, wide, and compact, it's a car that looks like it was designed with aerodynamics and agility as the top priorities. That bright yellow paintwork reflects the light like liquid gold, and the curves of the body seem to wrap tightly around the chassis, leaving no unnecessary excess. This is the pure definition of form-following function. Looking at the side profile, you can see just how small and purposeful the car is. The 2005 Lotus Elise weighs just under 2,000 pounds, which is almost unheard of for modern sports cars. Every line on the side shows its minimalistic philosophy. It doesn't try to be flashy with oversized details, instead it lets its proportions and stance do the talking. That low ride height and wide track make it clear that this is a car built for the corners, not for posing on boulevards. The sculpted side intakes are not just for show. They channel air directly into the mid-mounted engine to keep it cool when the revs climb high. Moving around to the rear, the 2005 Elise reveals another angle of its personality. The taillights are round, almost jewel-like, while the diffuser and twin exhaust tips give it a true race car feel. This was never meant to be a luxury cruiser. It was born from Lotus's long history in motorsport, and even standing still it looks like it's waiting for a green flag. Those who know understand that the rear view of the Elise is what many other drivers end up seeing most often, because once it takes off, it's gone. Zooming in closer, we notice the Lotus badge on the hood, a small detail but one filled with pride and heritage. Lotus has always stood for innovation, for simplicity, for lightweight performance. That green and yellow badge is a symbol of the brand's philosophy that less weight equals more fun. In the Elise, that idea is taken to the extreme. It's not about horsepower bragging rights, it's about the connection between driver, car, and road. From above, when seen from a drone's perspective, the Elise looks like a perfectly sculpted piece of racing art winding its way through mountain roads. Its compact footprint allows it to dance through tight corners where larger, heavier sports cars would struggle. This is why drivers who experience the Elise often describe it as one of the most rewarding cars they've ever driven. It's like wearing a glove. The car becomes an extension of you. Stepping inside the cockpit, the story continues. The 2005 Lotus Elise interior is famously minimalist. There's no excessive padding, no distracting technology, no heavy insulation. Instead, what you see is exposed aluminum, lightweight bucket seats, and a simple steering wheel that puts the focus where it belongs, on the drive itself. Everything you need is there and nothing you don't. For some, it may feel too bare, but for driving purists, it is perfection. Focusing on the gauge cluster, you'll find clean, no-nonsense dials that give you only the essential information. Speed, revs, fuel, temperature, nothing more, nothing less. In an age where modern cars overwhelm you with endless digital displays, the Elise reminds you that driving is supposed to be simple. That simplicity is part of its timeless charm. When you see two Elises side by side in different colors, perhaps yellow and red, it highlights how this car manages to look exotic and approachable at the same time. It's not about screaming for attention like some Italian supercars, but it still turns heads wherever it goes. The Elise carries an aura of respect. People who know cars understand what it represents, a machine built purely for the joy of driving. Zooming in on the headlights, we notice the detail in their design. They're not oversized or overly styled, but they fit the car's personality perfectly, giving it a focused, determined look. At night, under city lights, those headlights glow like the eyes of a predator ready to pounce, and the whole car seems alive, reflecting the neon surroundings with a sharp, modern edge. Take it to a racetrack, and the Elise comes into its natural habitat. Cornering at speed, its lightness and balance shine through. The motion blur of a track photo captures the energy this car delivers. It doesn't rely on brute force, instead it uses its precision and agility to outmaneuver cars with twice the power. It's proof that you don't need massive horsepower to have massive fun. Looking closer at the wheels and brakes, you can see how every component was chosen for lightness and performance. Lightweight alloy wheels, strong brake calipers, and sticky tires all work together to make sure that when you press the brake or turn the wheel, the response is instant. This immediacy is what drivers fall in love with. It feels raw, connected, alive. Driving with the top off, you experience the Elise in its purest form. The wind rushes through, the engine sings just inches behind you, and every sense is alive. On a countryside road, it becomes a companion that lets you escape the ordinary world and enter a place where only the drive matters. Even when parked in front of a modern glass building, the Elise doesn't fade into the background. Its unique proportions and design make it look like a timeless sculpture. Whether in 2005 or today, it still feels modern because it was never about following trends, it was about being true to its purpose. And finally, imagine the Elise driving into a golden sunset along a coastal highway. That scene captures everything this car stands for: freedom, connection, and pure driving pleasure. Few cars can deliver such an emotional experience, but the 2005 Lotus Elise does it effortlessly. So as we wrap up this journey, one thing becomes clear: the 2005 Lotus Elise is not just another sports car. It's a reminder of what driving used to be and what it should always be about: lightweight, responsive, honest, and full of character. Cars like this don't come around often, and for those who get the chance to drive one, it becomes an unforgettable experience. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the world of the Lotus Elise, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to CARLOOM, and share this video with fellow car enthusiasts. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep enjoying the drive.